Okay, so this is the Morphe Madison Beer Channel Surfing Artistry palette right here. It's a little bit difficult to show you just because it is grey and my background can sometimes look grey just from like the lighting and everything. But I will do a close-up shot for you now just so you can see what the palette looks like. So the shade names are on the sheet that it comes with. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. So I'm going to be creating a neutral glam look today. As you can kind of tell from the shades involved, I feel like I really want to go in for the more like chocolatey tones like right at the bottom of the palette. That would look really beautiful. But also this coppery shade right here is drawing me in as well, so we'll see what I come up with. I've already popped a piece of tape on the outer edge of my eye and primed my lid with a P. Louise base and done my brows with the Revolution soap brows. I forgot to remove the soap bit under my brows, so it might go a bit patchy, but it's fine. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called White Rabbit, which is right at the top of the palette. It's like a bone shade. I'm going to use that to set my lid and base. And I'm taking a Ava 228 blending brush. Then I'm going to take the shade Zero, which is this really nice like warm kind of terracotta shade right here, and I'm going to take it on a Morphe M433, which is like a normal size blending brush. I'm just going to pop that all the way through the crease. Blending that back and forth. This colour's going on nicely. Obviously I don't have like a wet base or anything, I'm just blending it on top of the bone shade. Just that way it's nice and soft. I'm just going to take the brush that had that bone shade and just blend over the top edge of this. Then I'm actually going to take one of the Madison Beer Morphe brushes, which is like a thick kind of pencil brush. And I'm going to take this like warm reddy brown shade right here, which is called Life Support. It's actually a really, really nice colour. And I'm going to use that to deepen up the crease. I'm just going to pat that on the outer corner to start off with. And just kind of slowly bring that in. Because you want the darkest bit to be on that outer corner. I just find it the most flattering. Taking it all the way through to the inner corner. And then I'm going to go back to that kind of like terracotta shade just to blend this out and bring this back in. These colours together are actually really, really lovely. And then I'm just going to re-add in that kind of reddy brown shade to the crease. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that bone shade and just go on top of the edges just to diffuse that out, just so it doesn't have like a sharp edge to it. Then to deepen things up even more, I'm going to take the shade 3553, which is this beautiful matte chocolate brown shade right here. And I'm going to pop this mainly in like the outer 2/3 of the crease using this Peaches Makeup PC 22 brush. Patting that on the outer corner to start off with, and then just bringing that through to about 2/3 of the way across. Adding all sorts of like dimension to the look. And then I'm just going to go back through the brushes one more time. I'm not really adding any extra product. So that's like the crease done. Okay, just to let you know, I'm halfway through filming, but I've got my phone here because I film like all the content at the same time, and Made by Mitchell just reposted my Instagram video. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. That's like made my day. So anyway, I'm gonna cut the crease a little bit, and I'm just, oh god, taking some micellar water on a cotton bud. That's like proper brightened my day. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the crease, and I'm actually gonna use the zoomed in side from my fancy mirror right here to get super up close and personal. And I'm just going to do the classic of just going through the socket, just so the look looks more kind of defined and put together. And then I'm going to take the dry side of the cotton bud and just tidy up those edges. Happy with that. Okay, I'm now just going to pop some base onto the area that I've just cut. I'm taking the P. Louise base and a Peaches Makeup PC40 brush. And I'm just going to pop this onto the lid as close to that edge as I can and making it as neat as possible. For the lid shade, I'm going to start by taking this kind of pretty light gold right here, which is called Pisces, and I'm going to pop that on the inner half of where we've just cut. I'm going to spritz this shader brush with a little bit of setting spray just to help pick up the kind of shimmer to the shadow. And I'm just going to pack that on the inner corner. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, and I also just got a hair in my eye. Is such a stunning shimmery gold. So I'm also going to spritz this shader brush, which is a BH Cosmetics No. 7 brush, with some of the setting spray, and then I'm going to take that beautiful like coppery colour right here, which is called Marceline, I think that's how you pronounce it. So I'm going to pop that right on this like empty section here. Wow, that is beautiful. So pretty. It almost looks like foiled. And then I'm just going to tap over the light gold just so they kind of merge together. I'm just going to take a plain brush that I haven't used. This is a flat shader brush, and go back into the chocolate brown shade, and I'm just basically going to dab this on the outer edge of the eye, almost like a liner. Just kind of dabbing on the edge so it doesn't kind of have like a circle shape to it. I feel like I need a brow bone highlight. I'm going to take the shade Stained Glass, which is a very pretty like frosty champagne colour right here. And I'm going to take that on a BH Cosmetics No. 9 brush. Just pop this on my brow bone. Just going to dab that because it's a very glittery shade. And then just take the brush that had the bone shade on just to kind of blur out the bottom of this a little bit. And I'm definitely going to put that in the inner corner. That's super pretty and sparkly. Now I'm going to take Morphe's Ink Felt Tip Liner and just draw a line along the lash line, just so when we pop on our falsies it blends in better. Now I'm going to peel off the tape, hopefully it's nice and even. Love that. I'm just going to pop a little bit of the primer on my lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I'm going to start by taking that terracotta shade. I'm just popping this on the main part of the lower lash line, just kind of avoiding that direct outer corner. And I'm just using the same brush that I used to pop into the crease. So far, I absolutely love this look. Then I'm going to take the chocolatey brown and just pop this right on that outer corner of the lower lash line so it meets up with that dark chocolate brown on the edge. Now I'm just going to put a brown in the waterline to really kind of smoke things up. I don't want to put black, I feel like a brown would be the right touch. This is the Morphe Trendsetter liner. I'm just going to give my lashes a little squeeze. And then pop on some mascara. I'm taking the Revolution Pro Faux Effect Lash Wide Eye Mascara. For lashes, I'm going to take the GLAM by Saz lashes in the style Moses. I'm going to pop them on off camera and I'll be right back with the other eye done as well. So this part of the video will be a voiceover just because when I was filming this video we were having some work done in the house, so I couldn't talk at this moment of filming, and I could for the beginning part. So anyway, I'm taking the MUA Banana Blur Primer and then popping on the Morphe Skin Tint. The shade I am taking is a shade Hint of Pecan or Pecan, however you would like to pronounce it. I'm just going to pop that all over the skin with a beauty sponge. I find that this foundation works so much better if you pop it straight onto your face rather than I did onto the sponge, just because it is so watery. It's supposed to be like that, but I feel like because it kind of like absorbs into the sponge, so pop it straight onto your face. But I do really like the finish of this foundation. Then for concealer, I chose a full coverage concealer because the foundation isn't very full coverage. It's probably like a medium coverage at most. This is the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 120. I'm just going to blend that in with the same sponge, just in dabbing motions. My skin's been breaking out a little bit again recently just because I haven't been taking care of myself. Just life stresses. It's tough out here, folks, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You just got to keep on going. So anyway, now I'm going to cream contour / kind of bronze, I guess, using the Revolution Pro Radiant Under Eye Concealer. This is in the shade C12, and this is actually so nice as a cream contour product just because the finish isn't super dry. It's just like creamy. I think this is supposed to be a dupe of the NARS Creamy Concealer. I don't have the NARS one because it is not cruelty free, so I don't want to buy it. So this, I guess, is a good alternative, but I don't have the NARS one to compare to, but it kind of makes me feel like it would be a dupe of the NARS one if you do have that concealer. So I'm just going to blend that into the skin, just using a kind of like foundation type brush, blending that in. And then I'm just going to set this whole makeup look into place with the MUA Pressed Powder in the shade 120 with a big fluffy brush, just setting that all into place across the forehead so I don't have any oily patches. Then I'm taking this bronzer from Kiko. I haven't actually used this before. A friend gave it to me when she was clearing out her makeup collection and it's actually so nice. I don't know if they still sell it or have to look when I do the description box. I just had a little sing there. And then I'm going to pop on some blush. This is the Morphe Pop of Peach blush trio, I believe, and I'm taking the shade Creator. This shot was actually for a video film for Fancy, but I just thought it was really cool, so I put that in there. Then I was setting the face with the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray, having a little dance. And then onto highlight, I'm taking the Morphe Stella Impact palette, I think it's called. Taking the shade Galactic and then just popping that on my cheekbones, tip of the nose. And then I'm taking the shade Angel, I think it was called. I think, don't quote me on that, I'll put it in the description box. From the same Madison Beer palette on the inner corner because it's super sparkly and beautiful. And then I'm just popping some mascara onto my lower lashes. And then moving on to lips, I'm taking Morphe's Sweet Tea Lip Liner. This is actually one of my favourite lip liners that I have. Like, I use it so much even when I'm not filming videos. It is my only Morphe lip liner that I have used so far, but it is just so good. Like, it's super creamy, easy to apply, doesn't go flaky or anything like that. Then onto lipstick, I'm taking Morphe's Wifey lipstick, which is actually, again, one of my favourite nudes. And popping on the Morphe Madison Beer lip gloss in the shade Venus. You guys, this is one of my new favourite lip glosses. It's just like creamy, it's not super sticky, it's not super thick. Like, I will definitely be using this lip gloss on a regular basis. It's so nice. So this is the finished look. I'm just showing you how much I love the lip gloss because I couldn't do a proper outro. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are all safe and well. Bye!